Well, let's talk about the boys season finale. People keep saying the finale was good, but honestly, it kind of felt empty. Not because there wasn't action, not because there aren't big moments, but because somewhere along the way, the show stopped trusting its own story. Don't get me wrong, the earlier seasons, they felt dangerous. Every scene had tension, characters made decisions that felt real, messy, human, hell, even unpredictable. Let's start off with the marketing. The marketing team lied. For months, the boys kept teasing a scorched earth ending. Homelander flying over destroyed cities, promos showing him surrounded by soups, constant hints that the final battle will change everything. But when the finale finally arrived, almost none of that actually happened. Secondly, Homelander was nerfed. One of the biggest problems with the finale is that Homelander suddenly stops feeling terrifying. Because early in the show, it took Soulja Boy, one of the most powerful suits, Butcher with powers and Huey with powers, just to contain him. The entire point of Homelander was that he was almost impossible to stop. But now, Ryan and Butcher suddenly managed to take him down in a way that feels way easier than what the show previously established. What makes this even more confusing is what happened an episode before. Homelander completely destroyed Ryan, not emotionally, physically. I think the show made it very clear that Ryan still wasn't on Homelander's level yet. And for multiple seasons, Ryan was constantly teased as this future wildcard, the one person powerful enough to maybe stop Homelander one day. But the finale rushes through that payoff so quickly that it barely feels earned. Then there's the virus storyline. The virus/V1 plotline becomes pointless. The weirdest part of the finale might honestly be the virus storyline. The entire season built tension around this one thing. The boys were obsessed with perfecting it, and every conversation about stopping Homelander somehow came back to the virus. So the show treated it like the ultimate equalizer. And then Homelander getting V1 immunity, that was supposed to change the dynamic of the show. Because now the one weapon capable of killing soup suddenly couldn't even affect the main target anymore. That should have completely shifted the strategy moving forward. But instead, the finale barely knows what to do with the virus at all. And the strangest part, Butcher suddenly decides to use it on the other soups instead, which honestly feels backwards. Because for the entire season, the virus was framed as the last desperate solution against Homelander specifically. Let's talk about the Deep. The Deep's death makes no sense. Well, the Deep dying in the ocean might be poetic to some, but logically, this is the environment that he should be the strongest. The guy can communicate with sea creatures, survive ocean pressure, and supposedly rule over marine life. He's literally marketed as the Lord of the Seven Seas.
I am the Lord of the Seven Seas. You talk to me like that again, and I will drown you in your fucking toilet, you stupid bitch, after I've used it.
So, explain to me, why does he swim like a slightly athletic human being? And that's not even the biggest issue. How did Starlight know to take him there? Cause she was fighting him at the Oval Office and suddenly, her strategy instantly becomes, let me fly this guy directly towards the ocean because aquatic creatures are definitely waiting for him there. How? When did she learn this information? Furthermore, the season finale accidentally cheapens years of lore around Soulja Boy's creation and uniqueness. Soulja Boy's chest blast wasn't just some random ability. The show treated it like an impossible anomaly. We are talking years of experimentation, human test subjects, failed attempts, massive resources. His blast could erase power. That ability was so unique that it changed the dynamic of the whole show. But now, Frenchie and Sage recreate a version of it in what feels like a day or two, and suddenly Kimiko can do something that both spent years trying to understand. Then what exactly made Soulja Boy special at the first place? And another thing the finale completely struggles with is Homelander's speed. Because the show has spent years telling us the guy is terrifyingly fast. We've seen him take on A-Train. We've seen him appear almost immediately the second someone sleeps out. But then the finale turns around and undermines its own logic. Because literally right before the final battle, Homelander takes a billionaire to space in seconds.
That's not a documentary.
No shit, Sherlock.
What did you...
He's an astronaut. I took him to space.
But somehow, this version of Homelander suddenly feels slow. Slow enough to stay trapped. Slow enough for Butcher's tentacles to repeatedly keep him in the fight. And that's where the internal logic starts breaking. Because where did his speed go? And honestly, that's what makes the finale so frustrating. It keeps contradicting the very rules the show spent years building. I think the marketing promise scorched earth, a world-ending confrontation, an unstoppable Homelander. But the finale delivers something much smaller and somehow much less convincing.